Oh yeah, give him a show.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. And welcome to the start of another weekly vlog. I feel like I have been starting these in the bedroom, on my makeup.
Whoa.
And I decided to do it somewhere different today with Hayden. Everybody say hi, Hayden. It is Monday evening, like 7:30 p.m. I didn't start this vlog earlier because I was scrambling to edit this Kindle Unlimited reading vlog. But you know what? I knocked that shit out and I am ready to live my life and have a good week.
What does that entail? Living your life?
You know, that's a really good question because I actually don't know. I was just thinking that I don't know what that means because I don't know that I have anything exciting to do this week. I mean, I'm going to the Apple store tomorrow, the Genius Bar, to get my other laptop repaired so that Hayden can eventually edit videos.
Bunch of geniuses.
Hopefully they get that shit done expeditiously because I really don't want to edit my own videos anymore.
Am I gonna edit all of them?
We'll see. You know, I haven't really figured out the workflo yet, but...
Because that sounds like a lot.
Welcome to my world. Welcome
Yeah,
to
I know.
my world. You don't think you can handle it?
I didn't say that. I just said it's a lot, okay?
Maybe reading. You know what? I always say this. I feel like I've said this the past like 3 vlogs. I'm in kind of a reading mood and I actually want to read in this vlog, but like I actually fucking mean that and I like desperately need to do that because, you know, list videos are coming up and also, you know, trying to live my life. It's really fucking hard when there's annoying ass trucks passing by and causing noise. Exciting stuff though. We talked about it a little bit at the end of last vlog, but I'm reading Throne of Glass this week. He is hyped.
I mean, I'm stoked that I already finished with my
The
part until the
25%.
Yeah, when do we need to film that?
Once I get to the 13th
Yeah, when's
chapter.
that gonna be? That's my question.
You can't rush the process.
I wish I could. Feel like I'm in this limbo state until I can read something else again. It's like, I don't... No, that's the thing. I don't want to read something in between.
Oh, you don't want to, like, sully whatever you're reading next with the, like, broken up Throne of Glass chapter?
Yes, and I also don't want to continually make this book feel worse than it is.
That's true, yeah, because if you have something good to compare it to, that would probably do a disservice to it.
I had just finished a book in a series that has easily become one of my favorite series that I've ever read, and the next book is the last one, so there's no way that that one isn't going to be a banger, you know?
Yeah.
And like
I
that,
mean, it could be
that
terrible. It could jump the
needs
shark.
to be uninterrupted, and especially not interrupted by
Sarah J. Maas.
Yes.
Sarah Janet. We read a lot of Sarah Janet for the DBBC.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a cat here. Meow. Speaking of cats, I haven't talked about the cats in a second.
Do we have to?
Just briefly. I love them. That's really all I need to say. Here's the thing. Last year, or was it the year before? I think it was like literally 2 years ago. I was like doing this thing where I practiced gratitude and I like actually wrote down the things I was grateful for. And you know what? I actually did like my life better. So
Where did all that go?
I think they were onto something. Whoever came up
No,
with
I
that
just
idea.
mean like you wrote it down. Where did you write it down? Is it something that you saved, or is it like a note that you erased and started new every day or something?
Well, I have an app on my phone that's really great for gratitude practice. I'll put it in the description if you're curious. It's super easy.
Oh.
But no, I was mostly doing it in my planner. Well, it was like planner or that. It was actually great. But I was just thinking today how grateful I am for my life, especially for my cats. Mostly my cats.
Wow. Yeah. I see how it is.
No, I was thinking specifically about you. I was thinking about the cats. I was thinking about my subscribers.
Not about Dingo, though. You're not grateful for that boy?
I love Dingo.
I see how it is.
Fuck off.
I see how it is. No, I'll tell him.
Yeah,
Obviously,
you can tell him
RP's not part of the question.
Yeah, no one likes that man. Just kidding.
Dingo, on the other hand,
I
that's
love
cool.
Dingo.
You're thinking about everyone else in the house but Dingo.
Here's the thing. Dingo's not around. He is with you all day.
Yeah, he could be, though.
Around me?
Yeah, he'd be with you if you let him.
Yeah, but then you would only have RP. I don't think
That's okay.
I don't think you could do that.
Sure I
RP
could.
needs his friend.
No, he sleeps a lot.
Does he?
Yeah, he does.
Like during the day, that man sleeps?
He's
I don't believe that for a second.
He's just like the kittens. Like, he literally flips around for like 30, 45 minutes at a time, and then he just sleeps. That's what he does. Or he licks Dingo's face nonstop for like an hour and a half. Like, just stands over him. Dingo's laying like this, and RP just stands on top of him
You've
and
sent me
just
video of it, yeah.
just like licks his eyeballs and stuff. Or like inside of his ear. Those are boys. I derailed your whole conversation about gratitude.
It's fine. I was just saying I'm grateful. The cats are fucking awesome. That's what I was thinking today. And you know what? I think it says a lot that even though I had to wash Sully and all of the shit that was on his stomach and legs today.
And the day before that.
And a couple of days before that.
Yeah.
I don't even mind. Like, I just love him so much. And I love Bash so much, even though he gets poopy sometimes too.
Bash is like not even a problem to wash. He purrs.
Oh, he purrs when we wash him.
He's just like, oh, people are holding me. That's cool.
And Sully is strong and tries to fight.
He also screams.
He does scream. Poor baby.
He's like,
he's like a normal cat. Bash is just a little demon and squirrel rat thing. No, he has no fear. Took this picture today. Apparently, I didn't know this, but he just sleeps at Hayden's feet whenever he's cooking because he can't hear anything.
It depends on if I've opened the dishwasher or not. If I've opened the dishwasher, he plays around inside the dishwasher and then goes to sleep underneath the open dishwasher door. If that hasn't happened, then he either just falls asleep on the floor in the kitchen, then I have to like step over him while I'm cooking and cleaning, or he falls asleep in the cabinet. He likes kitchen.
He's a delightful little boy. If you're curious about like how they're interacting with the big cats, there's been like major progress, I would say, over the past couple of weeks. Not that there was ever an issue, but it's just cute seeing how their relationships are forming. Bash is the one that I think both of them actually have kind of taken to more than Sully.
Which is so funny because Sully's just such a cuddler.
He
That's
is so
like all
sweet.
he wants to do.
The boys just don't want to cuddle with him.
They don't want their nipples sucked.
Maybe. Bash got really close to Pepper on the bookshelves the other day, sleeping right next to him. And then yesterday, he was getting chased around the house by Teddy, which was amazing because he's about this big and Teddy's fucking huge, and he would tackle him. Not in a way that like hurt Bash. They were just having fun, and it was just a joy to watch. Very grateful for them. They're really sweet. I was stressed for a long time with the whole Pickles not getting along with Pepper thing, and it's just kind of wild to go from being stressed out almost every day
to it positively
yes, like,
affecting
you know, because here's the thing, cats can be like pretty neutral, I would say, a net positive but pretty neutral, but this has been like much more than that, joy inducing. Yeah, they're pretty great. I have enjoyed seeing how much Hayden likes the kittens because he's always sort of ambivalent when we get more cats. You like the kittens a lot more than the other cats.
I normally am not a huge fan when they're kittens, which sounds funny. I feel
I feel
like a lot
way.
of people like kittens.
No,
you know?
I feel the same way. Yes, they're cute, and I think that's the same thing with human babies. They're cute so that you overlook the shitty part of that. Kittens are hard work. We have to wash them because they get poop on themselves.
And for me, I don't really think that they're cute. I think that they're like weird little alien jelly bean things.
Human babies or cats?
Well, both. Kittens, especially like really young kittens, you will see a picture of like a little kitten and be like, oh my god, so cute. That looks fake. That looks like someone put like real eyeballs on a Beanie Baby. But yeah, these ones,
they're
big
good.
fan.
They're good boys that I like a lot. So that's it for me. I just wanted to pop in and say, hey, start the vlog out. I am going to read something when I get home. What that's going to be, I don't know. I'll talk to y'all either like later tonight or tomorrow. We'll see.
I'm gonna start only doing like two-hand wave like that.
Okay. Hello, friends, from my bathroom. And also hello from the little rats that are on the ground eating their wet food. This is just one of the many places that I feed my cats. They all like to eat each other's food, so I have to separate them when we do dinner. Brilliant idea, which is I want to get ready for bed with you and also kind of tell you about my reading plans because I think I had a good idea. And that good idea is I think I've been struggling because I'm always intimidated by picking up new books. I don't know what it is. It just seems like a big commitment. And I've also been kind of stressed out at my currently reading shelf on Goodreads. So I figured we could like talk through my currently reading shelf and I could try to attempt to read all of the books on my currently reading shelf in this vlog. Is that gonna happen? I don't know. There's a lot of books. I think there's like 9 or 10 on here. So that might be ambitious, but a fair amount of these are like kind of interesting. So I think it could make for interesting content. I could also talk about skincare while I do it because I did just pop a zit and it didn't actually work, which was a little upsetting. I've had a zit right here for 2 or 3 weeks. I have really dry skin. Stuff just gets trapped under the skin and it never goes away. I know they tell you not to pop your zits, but here's the thing. If it never goes away, what am I supposed to do? Just leave it? No, I'm not gonna do that. I feel like I'm a pro too at popping zits at this point. My skin is not prone to scarring, so I can get away with it, thankfully. But I'm gonna go ahead and wash my face. This is the Proven Personalized Cleanser. I think I talked about this in my last vlog. I have been quite enjoying the process of using this cleanser. It's quite good. Okay, first up, am I gonna like waterboard myself while I talk? That is the question. I use this to remove my makeup, by the way. I always use my cleanser to remove makeup. I'm not an oil cleanser kind of girl. It's just not who I am. First up is a book that I've had on my Goodreads TBR since January, and that would be The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. I don't know what it was about this one, but I just like really didn't care about the characters when I first picked this book up. I wanted to. I desperately wanted to, but I just didn't. And that's pretty disappointing considering I really enjoyed Folk of the Air trilogy. This book I haven't really loved. I tried to read it when it first came out in January, and then I just let it languish. This is probably the book that's been on my currently reading shelf for the longest, which is a tragedy, but I kind of want to finish that one. It's like on my list of books that I was like most anticipating or like my 5-star predictions. And so I was like, oh yeah, like I I'm gonna read that, and then I just like have not had any interest in reading it. Also, I am applying the Clinique All About Clean 2-in-1 Charcoal Mask and Scrub. I love this. It reminds me a lot of the mask and scrub from Origins. It was like pink. I don't know if they still sell that one, but it was really strongly scented. This one's unscented, and I think if you have dry skin but you like a good clay mask, this is a good one. It does like exfoliate that dry skin off. Hooked by Emily McIntyre. It's another one that I started. Couldn't decide what format I wanted to read this book in. I was not really vibing with the audiobook, but I also wasn't really vibing with the Kindle edition. I don't think this is going to be a book that I love, but so many people tend to enjoy this series, so I was like, you know what, I need to give it a try. And also it's for a list video, so I'm gonna have to read that at some point. That'll probably be this week. I think I've got like 20% in, and I keep restarting the book, so I need to just like suck it up and actually finish it. Then I have King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett St. Clair. This one I like did not see the best reviews for, but I checked it out on Hoopla and I actually kind of enjoy it, so I think I'm going to pick that one up again. It's kind of like an enemies to lovers fantasy romance. I think she like marries a vampire who is like trying to kill not her family, but sort of. Wow, I look very stunning today. Then we have Into the Tide by Laura Pavlov. Wash my little fingies so we can actually chat. I think I'm just gonna talk to you here while this mask dries. Into the Tide by Laura Pavlov. This is a book that I was sent a copy of. Also, I was just generally interested in. I think this is the only book on the list that is not specifically for a list video. Most of the books I feel like that are on my currently reading that I just haven't gotten off of there are for list videos or for planned content. They're books that I should have finished or like should read or need to read, but I just haven't. Usually if I'm like halfway into something and I'm not really vibing with it, I'll just DNF it, but these I can't. Into the Tide I could DNF, but I'm not going to. I didn't get very far into it, and it's got a cute cover, and a lot of people have said it's cute, so maybe I'll get into that one. Too Wrong to Be Right by Melanie Johnson is an audiobook that I got 30 or 40% of the way into, and I'll be honest, I didn't really tune in when I was listening. I'm probably gonna have to go back to the drawing board with that one. I think like the heroine owns a funeral home or something. Funeral home, kind of meet cute, which is interesting concept. Written in the Stars by Alexandria Belfour. That was another situation where I checked out the audiobook, but I wasn't like 100% into the audiobook version, so I bought the physical copy, and I think I might read that this week. Same with King of Pride by Anna Huang. I honestly just like wasn't that engrossed or enticed with this one. I wanted to be, but I just didn't really care. I think wrong place, wrong book situation, or wrong time, wrong book. I'm gonna give that another go. Hotel of Secrets. This is an interesting one. It's I think a historical romance, but it doesn't feel like any historical romance I've ever read. I checked out the physical copy this time instead of the audiobook, so hopefully again that'll go better. Twisted by Emily McIntyre. That's another book that's on a list. I'm doing 2 list videos, by the way, for the rest of the year. One is the 100 most popular romances of the past 3 years, and then the 69 most anticipated new releases of 2023. I think Twisted is on the 69 list, and I think Hooked is on the top 100 list. Shipwrecked by Olivia Dade. That was another one where I wasn't vibing with the audiobook, but I have a physical copy, so I'll just read the physical copy. It's weird. I feel like for the past 2 years on YouTube, honestly, probably back in 2019 is when I really got into audiobooks, and ever since then that has been like my primary form of reading, and that's not been the case this past year. I've really been into my Kindle and physical copies. I don't know what's gotten into me, but she reads. And then the last 3, Anna Maria and the Fox. It's not a fun read, I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was gonna be a fun read because the cover looks really whimsical, but it's kind of sad. At the scene that I stopped the book at, the heroine is plied with alcohol by white men. I don't know. Vibes are not great. Bitter Medicine by Mia Sai. I kind of want to finish that one. It's a weird premise where she's dealing with some half-fae guy, and she like creates tattoos for the half-fae guy. He's supposed to hunt down her brother or something. I don't know. It's like a whole thing. And then Divine Rivals, which I would very much like to finish, and I think that's actually what I'm going to try to finish tonight. It's already 10, so like I probably won't finish it, but I'll probably get further in it because I am actually liking that. I know I told y'all about it last week because I only got 20% in. The vibes are very good. Well, I mean, as good as they can be for like a fantastical World War II feeling book, but I don't hate it. For real, they are just so noisy. Come on. I'm going to cleanse my face and then we can moisturize. The only bad thing about this mask is that your shirt gets real dirty and real damp trying to get all of the remaining mask off, but I feel refreshed. I feel like that was a good idea. Here's the thing. I alternate between using like a sulfur treatment like the Mario Badescu. I swear by that stuff, the spot treatment, or a zit sticker. Based on the feel of the zit alone, I can tell what I should use. Today, that is a zit sticker. I personally enjoy the Mighty Patch. You can use any hydrocolloid bandage if you want to go the less expensive route. I just like that these are circular. Don't let the internet fool you. These are not pulling things out of your pimple. They're not. That's not how that works. It is forming a seal with your pimple and creating a moist environment in which it is going to heal. So if you see, you know, it kind of bubble up or you pull off the zit sticker and it looks like there's white stuff, that is not the inside of your zit. I'm sorry. It's just not. It doesn't like pop it for you, but it does help it heal, and the longer that you keep it on, the better. Hydrocolloid, which is the material that zit stickers for the most part are made out of, is really fantastic if you are someone who scars as well. You can put it on a cut and it'll help you heal better. Misinformation that you should let your cuts scab, by the way. You should not let your cuts scab. You should make them moist. So put like Vaseline or Aquaphor on them, and honestly, put a hydrocolloid band-aid on. Also, like, forms a really nice seal. I fucking hate band-aids because they get all wet and slimy and gross, but hydrocolloid hydrocool light is waterproof and it is healing your wound within the bandage. It's amazing, all right? Love them. I was actually wearing them a few months ago and someone was like, Chandler, what is on your arm? It's a hydrocool light bandage, a miracle product. Also, I know I'm getting to the bottom of my Aquaphor when it starts like farting. This is also a godsend for me. This is part of my routine. Sometimes, depending on how much moisture I need in my skin, if I do a mask, I need to keep the moisture to my skin after that, right? I need to make sure that I'm nice and hydrated, so I use my moisturizer. Right now I'm using the Proven one, which is like for me, and then I use Aquaphor on top to really seal it in. And yes, I'm slimy, and yes, my pillow gets greasy, but you know what? I wake up and my skin feels nice, and it doesn't feel dry and flaky like it normally does. I have like criminally dry skin, okay? Night routine, done. Skin looking, you know, like skin. Not perfect, but nice. I already brushed my teeth, so I'm ready for bed. And by that I mean I'm ready to read some Divine Bibles. I am gonna call it a night. I will see y'all bright and early, probably not bright and early, but I'll see you tomorrow morning. I am overwhelmed. I have filmed this clip like 3 different times and I feel like I keep forgetting my train of thought. And then I'm like, wait, did I talk about that yet already? Let's pray it doesn't happen this time. It's not that I never talk about this because I feel like I'm constantly talking about my vlogs like, oh my god, I have so much stuff to do. I have so much stuff to read, which is true. I just feel like I'm kind of hitting a wall and I think it's because I know that help is coming. I am like fully allowing myself to just be like tired and annoyed. So today I am obviously doing like 9 to 5 stuff. I'm also trying to clear off my old laptop. So when I bring it to the Apple store, like all the stuff was off of it. I've been listening to an audiobook, which I'll tell you about in just a second. I also have been uploading clips to Final Cut for last week's vlog. And I guess, I think the issue is that like, because I know that Hayden's gonna help me edit soon, I just want that to like happen already. I finished my KU vlog yesterday. It's gonna be going live on Wednesday and it's already approved and everything, which is super awesome. I felt that sense of relief, like, okay, cool. Like I can just chill. I don't have another vlog or another video going live until Sunday. But I realized, actually no, this video is sponsored, so I need to send it off in advance. And this particular brand requires like a lot of lead time for the video, which means I need to finish it tonight. It's like an hour and a half of footage, which gonna take a long time to edit, and I just don't want to do it. I really don't want to do it. I just want to listen to audiobooks. I just want to vibe. I'm gonna like go to the Apple store and like have fun and like fuck around in the Domain in Austin. Annoying thing too is that like once I bring my laptop today, like it's gonna take a few days, maybe a week, for them to fix that screen so that I can give the laptop to Hayden. So looking forward to it. I'm feeling grateful for the help, but also I'm just like, how the fuck did I used to do this? Like who was she? Because I'm not that girl anymore. I'm just not. Like I just can't manage to like get things done all at once anymore. And I do have a lot of shit on my TBR this week, so like maybe that's also kind of overwhelming me. But talk about King of Battle and Blood. I just wanted to pop in honestly and tell you like, oh, I'm working, I'm doing things, but I'm also just like, please make it stop, please. If you ever don't see or hear from me for like a long period of time in a vlog, it's normally because I'm editing a video, and I'm just so looking forward to that like not being a thing. Hopefully one day. That's the thing. It's like there's gonna be ramp up even when Hayden comes on, so I don't know why I'm acting like this is gonna be like a quick solve, but I'm hoping it does solve some things. Anyway, I did actually pick up King of Battle and Blood by Scarlett St. Clair last night, and I have been listening to it today, and I'm almost done with it actually. I have like an hour left in the audio. It's about Aiden and Isolde, and he's a vampire. She is not a vampire. The vampires are like taking over this town, I guess, or like this world, and her dad marries her off. She's gonna be the queen of the vampires, even though she's a human. Adrian really treats her as an equal, even though no one else really respects her or like thinks that she should be in this role. She is trying to, I guess, sort of reconcile the new information she's learning about vampires with the information that she had growing up. And she's also like discovering things about witches, kind of. I keep hearing the word coven. I'm not super tuned into that part of the book, but it's a very like smut heavy book. I didn't not expect it to be smut heavy, but I kind of expected it to be more plot heavy. It's a very slow moving fantasy. There's some masturbation, I believe, in the beginning of the book, so like I guess that's cool, girl power, rah rah. We also have some sex, like a lot of sex between her and this like vampire dude. I don't know, I kind of like their dynamic. Like he definitely respects her, thinks that she is worthy of the role. He's like, I wanted you to be my vampire queen this entire time, you just didn't know. Like he's mastermind. But I'm also like not super impressed at the same time. Like it's pleasant enough, it's fine, it's not this amazing inventive world. I think honestly though, if you like From Blood and Ash, this might be a decent one to pick up because there's definitely some like overlap there. We don't have someone quite as stupid as Poppy, no offense, but it is a very like smut heavy fantasy book that seems to kind of go in circles. So if you like that, maybe you'll enjoy this book. I don't know. I think my goal is to finish this book before we leave for the Apple store. And then when I get back, I'll edit last week's vlog. I think that's the plan. I may or may not bring my camera with me tonight when I hang out with Hayden. He always has good things to say. I feel like he is the entertainment, right? He's the talent. Yup, that is why I wanted to get y'all on camera. Hello, all you cool cats and kittens. I am out here feeding the cats and the kittens. This is my nighttime routine. It's like 9:30. This is normally when I feed the cats. And we've got quite the spread tonight. I feed a variety of different wet foods. Actually, not really, but like every cat pretty much gets their own food, except for the kittens share from the same plate because they refuse to eat off of separate plates. First order of business, if you're curious, is feeding Theodore. It's a low phosphorus food, which is good if you want to avoid kidney disease, or like if your cat has kidney disease. Cats don't have kidney disease. I went on a big research rampage before Nugget died, but this is what Theodore eats. He loves it. It doesn't make his tummy upset, and I fill it with a lot of water. He gets fed first because otherwise he eats everybody else's food. Now it's kitten time, growing boys, and then I also feed them the Purina Pro Plan kitten food. And you know what? I don't want to hear any cat nutritionist sounding off. I feed my cats wet food. That's good enough for me. If you do a raw diet, good for you. No. Come on, guys. Let's go. Yeah. Now it's time to feed the Pepper. Per usual. He is always the last to be fed because he is the most patient of all of the boys. Pepper is also a Purina Pro Plan guy. I've tried to feed him slightly lower phosphorus food just because I think it's like healthier for them. You know, do your research, obviously. But he gets the Purina Pro Plan Vital Systems chicken entree. He only likes pate and he's very picky. He doesn't like cheap pate. I use a little bit of water and I get the rest of the like, you know, greasy bits out of the bottom just for him. Yeah. You ready to go upstairs? Let's go. Yeah? Are you actually gonna like take yourself? Yeah. Come on. Never likes to go upstairs by himself. To feed him on the carpet because he's a polite eater, unlike some of my other boys. Like I could never feed Teddy on a carpet because it would get everywhere. But that is my nighttime routine with the boys. I also just wanted to pop in and let you know that I did not get anything when we were out, which is kind of not fun. And also the repair cost for that computer, not as expensive as the computer. No, that's not true. It's about half the price of the actual computer. But like, why? Why? The computer screen had 2 tiny bite marks in the corner, not even like the part that you know, view. It's like the little black bezel in the side had 2 tiny bite marks. That is what caused the repair cost. I also didn't sit down to eat. I got McDonald's, as y'all saw probably. It was nice. And now I am editing last week's vlog. The good news though is that the computer should be here by Saturday. It's gonna be delivered to the house, which is really nice because the domain's like kind of far from my house. So looking forward to that. If all goes well, Hayden is editing this vlog. Good luck, sucker. I'm gonna go and edit the vlog you're gonna see before this one. Okay, peace out. See you tomorrow. Hello friends, happy Wednesday. I tried to film this clip earlier and I realized I had nothing of substance to say, and I don't now either, but I just wanted to check in. I do have a very cute boy that I can show you. We've been hanging out and I have been avoiding reading. I've been on TikTok, I've FaceTimed my sister. I've done nothing of value today. That's not true, actually. I got some video stuff done and I went to Pilates. Pilates is still fun. I've been going to the cardio sculpt classes. I go to Club Pilates, by the way. It's like a chain and some people are like a little elitist about that, but I like it. It's been nice. The cardio classes are actually kind of fucking hard. The reformer flow classes are more chill and then the cardio sculpt ones are a little more challenging, but anyway, I had a good time. I got home, I did some more video stuff like right when I got home, and now I am just hanging out. I had a mega headache a couple of hours ago, so I was kind of just vegging out. Now I feel like I should read, but I honestly was just having this moment of like, do I actually want to do 2 list videos this year? Or like additional ones aside from the one that I just posted? Do I just want to do the 100 one instead of the 69 one? I feel like the 69 one is just not really doing it for me. This is what it looks like. It's a lot of new release romances, and I was initially excited at the prospect. Guys, I can't stop. I've done a video like this before, but do I want to do it again? Is it redundant? Is it repetitive? Is it worth the amount of time that it takes? I don't know. I feel like I could be reading things that I actually really enjoy, because the past 2 romances that I'm reading for, or have been trying to read, I guess, for that list video, I'm just like not vibing with them. Most of the books so far that I've read, I've either DNF'd or just not enjoyed. So like, do I want to continue to do that to myself, or should I actually be wise and not do that? I should probably just like read books that I actually am interested in. What a novel fucking concept. Hi. If one is purring, this one can hear him and he comes and he tries to suck on his brother's nipples. Also, he is just a baby and he is just sweet. So we're not mad that he's here. I'm not sure what we're doing the rest of the day. It is almost 5, which means we're gonna have to figure out dinner in a second. And to be frank with you, I kind of want to like go and get food. We've done that a couple of days in a row now, but I don't care. I'm feeling it, Mr. Krabs. I'm gonna just sit here and think about my choices, my decisions, and try to find something that I actually want to read in this here video. Like, this should not be a crisis that I have. I've been doing this for 5 years. I can find a fucking book I want to read. Or can I? I don't know. I'll be back.
Sad.
You're everybody's favorite guy.
That's just not true.
Hello, everyone.
I'm not even your favorite guy.
You're definitely my favorite. Who else would be my favorite guy?
Jay Berry.
Yeah, okay, I do like my dad. But you're actually my top favorite at this.
Yeah. Like at this current moment.
I would say, like, since we got married, like, you've hit that top spot for me.
I'll ask you again later.
Okay. Had dinner, and I got some jewelry, and started reading a book. Just a book that I wanted to fucking read. Remember the name of the book? Oh, Out on a Limb. So many people have been telling me to read it, and so many people have been talking about it on Instagram, and I figured I would finally pick it up, and I did, so I'm having a good time with it. I'm only like a chapter in, but I think I'm gonna curl up in bed and read that tonight, and update you on it as I read. Kind of like a fun little girly pop moment. And you know what? You don't have to be a girl to be a girly pop. Jot that down. Hayden is just driving the fuck out of this car.
I'm driving.
I'm so proud of him.
Am I supposed to look over?
No, you don't have to. It's just a far cry from the mini microphone, Hayden.
I wasn't looking at the camera. I was just holding the microphone in one hand. I literally am not. This hand is not on the steering wheel.
Oh, yeah?
Regardless.
Yeah. No, you definitely looked. I will say, holding this tripod as opposed to the other tripod, oh, it's night and day, baby. Also, I think it was a different camera. This camera's fucking heavy to travel with. But you know what? Look at that crispy quality.
It's big.
Look at that 4K.
No one wants to look at it.
Everybody wants to look at it, and Hayden gets to look at it because he's editing this vlog, so. We didn't have McDonald's. We just stopped for a treat, and I got a treat.
Like a cookie or a toy.
For being on good behavior. You know, like a cookie or a toy.
Specifically cookies.
Surprised you didn't get the toy. Well, I mean, I guess you did you went from getting a toy to getting cookies.
Can you put it that way?
You wanted a treat, so you got a cookie and a toy.
God damn, I sure did. I'll do a little jewelry haul for you when I get home. I only got 2 things. I kept it minimal. Any last words?
Tell my parents I love them.
Alright, babes, let's ignore the zit that just won't quit. I don't want to talk about it. She got a round 2 today, and I think that was the final round. So, good for me. She's a fighter, you know, but I fight harder. I'm here to do 2 things. Number 1, I'm here to haul my jewelry, and I'm also here to talk about this book. Also, maybe talk about my mental health. Ooh, mental health check-in. Mostly since I don't have any fertility updates, I can just talk about my dog shit mental health. Okay, first up, this is the result of my poor mental health was these 2 things. Actually, one of them was thought out. Okay, first up, we have a thing that I had been considering getting. Here's the thing. James Avery is a Texas brand of jewelry. They mostly do sterling silver, but they do have some gold pieces, and I have had sterling silver charm bracelet from James Avery since basically my birth, or like my first birthday. It's been added onto over the years by my mom and my godmother. So really like their stuff. It's been a while since I've purchased anything from them, but I'm like back on my bullshit. They were running a deal where it was like buy 2 charms, get the charm bracelet free, like over the past weekend. I didn't do that, but I kept eyeing this charm because it's really beautiful, and apparently it like means something about like, hope and rebirth and new beginnings. Yeah. And I don't know, it just felt kind of fitting. So it is a 14 karat gold dogwood charm. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. Pretty. Just this gold charm, and I have a necklace that I am planning on putting this on. I have a gold chain, and I tend to just exchange the charms on my necklace. Right now I have like a long vintage charm, but I'm gonna replace it with this for now. Maybe eventually one day I'll put her on a charm bracelet, but for now I'm gonna wear her as a necklace. There was just something kind of poetic about that. I'm kind of sentimental in that way. Like I like things with meanings, and I thought that was kind of sweet since, you know, I'm going through a hard time right now, if you hadn't guessed, or if you didn't know. And then also this one was kind of on a whim. I also have been getting more into sterling jewelry and like mixing and matching. So I ended up getting this honeybee necklace. I just thought she was cute. It looks a little something like this. This is the 17-inch chain, although it also comes on a 20-inch chain. She looks like this. I just thought she would be cute, like layered with gold necklaces. So I like her. The quality of this feels really nice. I don't want to say pricey. It's like hard to know what pricey is compared to 14 karat gold, which is what I normally buy, but the weight of this is nice, and she's cute, and I just like her. And I think she would look cute with the dogwood one on like a gold chain. So anyway, those are the 2 things I bought. Quick mental health aside, not like putting my mental health aside, it's like here's an aside. Brain has not been great lately. Like it's not terrible, but I feel like a little all over the place in so many different regards. I feel like I'm both taking care of myself because I'm doing Pilates and then not taking care of myself because I keep eating fast food rather than actually eating at home, which makes me feel better, you know, in my body. I've been spending money on things that I don't really need. My house is kind of a mess. I just think like there's a lot of chaos going on, and I've also just been feeling overwhelmed with content creation, and it feels so stupid to complain about it. And I think that was what I was struggling with a couple of clips ago, was like, how do I express that I am both frustrated and also grateful? It's like so many good things are happening. Obviously we're like on our way to starting the IVF process, which is exciting. You know, I'm getting help with various different things soon. Like I have Hayden editing my videos. I also talked to my sister today actually about potentially doing my thumbnails. If you haven't seen it already, I did a KU vlog where I read 3 small town romances. I named it something stupid like Save a Horse, Read a Romance novel or something like that. And my sister was like, you should just Photoshop yourself onto a horse. She consults, or I like consult with her often on what I should put on my thumbnails, because she is younger than me, like 6 years younger. She's Gen Z. She gets it. She's a girl who gets it. We talked about her potentially like taking over thumbnails for me. So like I kind of have people to do things for me, and like I have people I'm grateful for and like do things for me in my life. Like I shouldn't complain, but I've just been feeling overwhelmed, and it's like I want to validate those feelings. I want to not gaslight myself, but at the same time I don't want to just like sink into this feeling of like I'm overwhelmed, you know, like I want to actually do the things that I want to set out to do. And I just feel like in the past I was never like this, and it's hard to like give myself grace again because of the shit that I'm going through, and then also push through and like not feel like I'm wasting all this time, because I don't want to look back after the whole IVF process, you know, let's say I get pregnant and be like, God, I wish I wouldn't have wasted like months just not making any videos, you know, because I know myself, and I feel like that's something that I would think. So my brain needs a break. I think I really need to like listen to my fucking therapist and start a mindfulness meditation practice and or start journaling again, because I think that really does help. Also, when I was like using a gratitude journal, that also really helped. Like there's just so many different things that I think could help center all of these swirling thoughts that I have. Just that I would share my mental health. Like day to day, I'm mostly good. I'm not like sitting in bed crying or anything, but I think I've been feeling a little overwhelmed, and by the end of like the work day, end of like my 9 to 5 plus doing YouTube stuff from like 9 to 5 all day, I'm just exhausted. And like today I got in bed and I was just like, I don't want to fucking move. Thankfully Hayden got me out of bed and we got dinner and, you know, did some shopping, but I want to feel like I have more energy and I like want to actually enjoy the things that I'm doing. So that being said, I did start out on a limb, like I told y'all, and I'm like 15-ish% in. I'm actually getting into the accidental pregnancy portion of things. This book is about our 2 main characters, Bo and Win. They end up meeting at a Halloween party that is being thrown by Win's best friend. She's known forever. And Win, she's a limb difference. And then we have Bo, who is missing a leg, or like part of his leg, and has a prosthesis. And they meet at this party and they have this like instant connection because of this sort of like shared experience that they have. Obviously it's different in the sense that Win was born with her arm the way that it is, and Bo lost his leg, I guess, like fairly recently, but they sort of bond over this. They have this like really electric chemistry. They sleep together, and then the chapter I'm about to start, we find out that Win is pregnant after this, I don't want to say one night stand, but yeah, like this like hookup. And I'm assuming she's going to have to get back into contact with Bo, who she wasn't necessarily going to get into contact with, or like he left really quickly after the sexual encounter, even though she was like down to maybe date again or have sex again. She's gonna have to get back into contact with him, I'm sure, because she's having his baby, and I'm assuming like that's kind of the point of the book. She's gonna like continue on with pregnancy. They're gonna get together. I feel like I'm not like doing a very good job selling this or my thoughts and feelings on it, but the writing is just so good. It feels mature, it feels developed, it's not overwritten, and I don't feel lost in it. And I say that because this book, Shipwrecked by Olivia Dade, I tried to read on audio a while ago. I tried to pick up again today, and I'm just like, there's so many characters and there's like too many emotions like really up front, which isn't terrible, but this book, Out on a Limb, is like exactly what I'm looking for in this moment. It's definitely going to pack an emotional punch, but it is sexy, and it's just what I'm looking for. It's just what I'm looking for. So yeah, we're right about this one. Also, is he asleep with his eyes open? It does appear that he is. He and his brother just had dinner, and they are both a little food drunk, which, you know, good for them. I'm gonna go, I think. I might concoct a plan for the mental health and or concoct a plan for tomorrow. I feel like I've been flying by the seat of my pants the past couple of days, which has not helped. Just trying frantically to kind of get things done for various videos. But now that my videos are done for now, I can actually formulate a game plan, sit down. I did start using my planner again, which has also been awesome. I might bring back Plan with Chan. I might have to do that, especially if I'm having somebody else edit my videos. Oh might have to do it. Anyway, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I'm already overwhelmed with all the other shit that I have going on, but I think tomorrow I would really love do some cleaning up around the house. The guest room is a mess with all of the merch stuff. My closet is a mess because I stole a lot of hangers for the merch that I brought upstairs, and so all of the clothes that were on those hangers are just kind of like spread everywhere in my closet, and I would like to remedy that and fix that before the weekend. And also just I have been thinking, okay, IVF update here. I've been thinking about how I know what part of my cycle I'm in, how I'm about to be in the tail end basically of this particular cycle, which means IVF starting soon, which is kind of scary and kind of a wake-up call, but I'm just thinking about all of the things I want to do in preparation. It's like I don't want to baby myself once I have to do stims, but I also want to respect myself, and I think a big part of that would be having a clean, calm environment if I'm going to be injecting myself with needles. You know what I mean? I just want to like get a grasp on my life and feel good, feel calm and at ease. Not quite there yet, but I see the light at the end of the tunnel. And that light at the end of the tunnel looks like Hayden getting his laptop in a couple of days. Okay, well, you know, the hair is not hairing today, but that's okay. Happy Thursday, everyone. I am feeding the boys, obviously. Just had some Starbucks. I had my first pumpkin spice of the season, probably my last as well. I'm not actually a pumpkin spice fan, and I don't drink coffee, if you did not know, but I got a pump of pumpkin sauce, and then I got the pumpkin topping in my chai latte this morning, and it was not as good as I expected. I thought it was gonna be a lot sweeter or make my drink sweeter, which I would have been fine with. If anything, it dulled the sweetness of the drink that I normally get, so like I wasn't the biggest fan. But that's okay. I actually just got off of a work call and I was looking around my office and I was like, this is gross. Like there is cat hair all over my chairs. Which like, yeah, that's gonna happen as a pet owner, but it gets like embedded into the fibers of the chair if I don't wash the chair. I have a slip covered chair in my office. I also noticed that there is a tiny little poop mark on my ottoman. So I think what I'm gonna do is go fucking balls to the wall in there and not just like half-ass like pick some stuff up. I'm going to launder all of the soft furnishings in there. I am going to vacuum the floors. I am also going to use my wet vacuum in there. It's been a while since I've used my big wet vac. I have like a big wet vac, and I also have this small one that I actually need to find a new home for. She's pretty great as well. This is the Bissell Spot Clean Pet Pro. It's basically like the little green, but it's like a little bit better. Good stuff. Would recommend if you have pets, either the big one or the small one. Probably the small one though, because it's great for cat vomits on the carpet. I have a big one too, like one of the big vacuum type ones, and I think I'm gonna do the entire upstairs and just have everything just smell fresh and clean and be amazing. In addition, I think I'm also going to redo my bookshelves. I've just been feeling the itch and the urge. I don't know. I feel like my bookshelves need some major love and some major reorganization. I think my shelves are just overwhelmed with the amount of PR I've been getting, which I feel so fucking lucky to get. Bloom, shout out to you. Like, thank you for sending me your books because they're the books that I'm excited to read. Now my like TBR shelf slash indie romance bookshelves, which is like the shelves by my desk, they're overwhelmed. There's too much there. What I'm thinking is I'm going to continue my rainbow bookshelf thing, but instead of having all of my black books concentrated right behind my chair, like they always are, I think I'm gonna move all of my black books over to near my desk, and then I'm gonna put all of the colorful books, all of my trade romances, all of my trade paperback romances, I'm gonna put those with my other books, and everything's gonna be rainbow behind me when I film videos, which I like. I think that's gonna be cute. So that's the plan. It's gonna take some reorganization. I actually have some baskets on my shelves, which I like, but I don't need as many baskets on my bookshelves as I previously thought. So I think I'm gonna move some of those baskets into other parts of my home, so I'll have more room for the black books on that shelf. I don't know why I'm telling you all this preamble, but that's what we're doing. After that, if I feel up to it, I'm going to reorganize my closet. I think that might be ambitious. Like I have a lot of stuff to do in my office first, but if I have time, I'm gonna do my closet today. And if I don't, I will do it tomorrow. I think I'm gonna try to plug in an audiobook while I do all of this because I do wanna read. I did get a little farther out on a limb yesterday, not much, so I don't have much to update you on, but I am planning on reading that later today as well. I also desperately need to read some Throne of Glass for the BBC next week. I need to have that video done by Monday, so that means Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I have 4 days to read this book, which I mean, that's plenty of time, but you know, I gotta get on it. Are your crunchies so good? We're just eating up a storm. Teddy has been like less into his crunchy food lately. I'm debating switching them like entirely to wet food because it's technically better for them, but it is very expensive, so I don't know. Them being less interested in their dry food has definitely spurred interest in feeding them only wet, but you don't care about this. Let's time lapse this shit, get into it. Also, I'll link everything that I'm talking about in the description. All of these vlogs, for the most part, have everything linked. The description box is very long for all of these videos at this point, because there's like a ton of stuff in there, but like 90% of the time for these weekly reading vlogs, I have everything linked. So if you're like, wait, Chandler, what was that pet spot cleaner? It's in there. Let's do some cleaning reorganization.
Don't look at me.
We heard it here first, y'all. He put his whole hadussi into our meal. She does look really good. Okay, so hello. I finished my shelves and I finished my office and it feels really nice. Everything's clean. There's no more cat poop on my chair. Good day. 10 out of 10 day. I finished that at like 5 and then I started reading more of Out on a Limb. I'm 50% in, which I'll tell you about after dinner. But I just wanted to pop in and show you our delicious meal. This is what, I don't want to say it's supposed to look like, as if, you know, Haden doesn't do a fantastic job. But it is from the original Half-Baked Harvest cookbook. I think I showed y'all this a couple of weeks ago. This is one of our favorites.
I mean, the only real difference is the fact that it's like basically impossible for us to find like large size pitas enough to make like one large wrap like the picture. So we have to make like kind of 2 little tacos.
It's the gyros with roasted garlic, tzatziki, and feta fries. And it is fucking awesome. It slaps so hard.
Chandler just likes radishes.
I really do. Like, they're just so good. They're so crunchy with very little taste. But I feel like I'm healthy when I eat a radish, so, you know.
A little red meatball that lives in the mud.
Yeah, that. What did you do differently with the fries this time to make them crispier? Tell the people.
I just cooked them low and slow.
Oh, yeah?
Also, like, rinsed them first.
I am waiting for my meal.
And had them dry.
Do you have anything fun to tell the people today?
Me?
Mm-hmm. How was your day, Hayden? Was it so fun? We both wet vaxxed our offices. He did his as well, so.
Oh, yeah, I kind of forgot about that. I guess my day wasn't that great because, like, I didn't really do anything pretty much all day except for vac my office, which is never fun. It's not fun. Oh, no. I'm saying
that's like the only
thing that I've done today.
That's fair.
Like, I didn't even, cook lunch or anything like that. Oh, also, I don't know if I told you, but Steve's out of town for like the whole weekend, so no Lost.
Wow. Hayden's been rewatching Lost with some of his friends on. Do you watch via Discord? How does that work?
Yeah. I stream it on Hulu because I'm the only one that has an ad-free Hulu account.
Oh, Mr. Fancy Pants over here.
Yeah, and we don't want to watch commercials because, like, what is this, 2005 when Lost aired? Me and one of my friends have seen it before, but then we found out that one of our other friends had not seen it ever at all, none of it, and so...
Return of the Doorstop.
It's not really doorstop. It's just like a bump today. There's just like a hump.
Yeah, like a bump it. He's watching Lost with his friends.
I'm watching Lost.
One of his friends is out of town, so he will not be able to watch it.
The one friend who hasn't seen it, so the most important one.
Oh yeah, just crucial that everybody be up on Lost.
It's the whole point we're rewatching it,
Yeah, the whole point. It's not because you wanted to watch
Lost
it.
is one of my favorite shows of all time, even though I've only actually watched through it one time. And I literally, I watched it when it came out, like on TV. Me and my family would get together every Wednesday night and like watch it live as it aired, commercials and all, have to wait until next week, for the new episode.
I think we did that too. I mean, like, I don't feel like we watched later seasons together, but I did watch it with my family. Like, that's how I watched Lost. I did watch Lost as well. I can definitely tell when Teddy's getting down from the bookshelves upstairs because I can just hear a loud thump on the ground. Mm-hmm. So he's...
Also feel like...
Oh, hi, Stinker.
I also feel like RP has been louder.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's like in the new room. I put him in the guest bedroom because I had to, wet vac my office. And
I feel another kitten cat.
I didn't want him. First of all, he doesn't really like vacuums, and second of all, I didn't want him to be stuck in the room with all of the like wet vac cleaning smell.
He just sneezed in Dingo's face.
I get to eat my food.
You can eat your food whenever you please.
I don't want to eat on camera.
Can't let the people watch you work. I mean, that's fair. I'm also gonna go, and I'll tell you about Out on a Limb after we're done with dinner. Like I said, I was gonna update you on Out on a Limb, which I will do. First, let's take a second to admire my stunning baby boys, all three of them. I believe Bash is in the kitchen still sleeping. Because he is deaf, he often doesn't know where the rest of the boys are. He doesn't give a fuck. Like, he's sleeping. He really does not care. Sully is just such a love. He just, like, continues to get closer and closer to Pepper and Teddy because he's a friendly boy. Okay, so 50% in, and I am really enjoying this, despite it being an accidental pregnancy novel. Really was not expecting that. Also was not expecting my second bun of the day to be this ugly, but that's fine. Oh, that also reminds me of something that I'll tell you in a second. I really wasn't expecting Out on a Limb to be so good. It'd also be an accidental pregnancy novel. I just think that the characterization of both Bo and Win, super cute. At this point, they are living together. She just moved in with him while he was not there. I mean, he like invited her to move in, but he was away for the weekend. Now he's back. They're kind of like starting to get to know each other, I guess, on a deeper level. Like they're going to, because obviously they're living together. He was like, yeah, you should live with me because your apartment's a shithole, which like he definitely was. And he also wants to be there for whenever she has the baby and like when she's breastfeeding and, just to support her, which I thought was really sweet. I really like how real this book feels. It feels comforting, it feels real, and I just like the characterization so much of the two main characters. They both seem just like really good people. I'm not saying that a lot of the books that I read don't have good people at the center, but just not to this extent, I would say. Like, I'm not saying they're saintly. Bo, he is just really overjoyed to get to be a father. He is excited about it. He doesn't say anything surprise or in anger, or I don't know. I didn't expect him to be angry that like she got pregnant, but a lot of people, when they first find out that someone's unexpectedly pregnant, their instincts are not necessarily always the best, and in this book that just wasn't the case. He was just excited, and I really liked that. When I really like her, and I love her acceptance, and I don't mean her limb difference, the way that she talks about her body, and she talks about just like loving herself for the way that she is, and she likes to eat food, and it's okay if she's not super skinny. That shouldn't impact me as much as it does, but it kind of did. I'm not gonna lie. I really like the way that she talks about herself. I wish I were more like her. Like, good for her. I really like that. Like, she's been impacted by some of the things that have happened in her life. She has an ex-boyfriend friend who she has some trauma like from, but she really like seems to know herself and to know what she wants. I like a confident main character. She's not like confident in an unlikable bitchy way, which is fine too. I like those kind of main characters, but she's nice and she's confident and she like knows what she's about, and I just really like her as a character. I don't think I've read a character like this in a while. My cats are in front of me. I'm sorry, they're just so fucking cute. Okay, I have to show you again. I do. Okay, we've got Pepper right here. Precious and Precious. Look at the little mouth on him. They're amazing. They're all three just beautiful. And I'm sure Bash is very cute wherever he is. I don't know. Yeah, that's it. I don't think I have anything like super remarkable to say about this book. Like the way that things are developing, and it's interesting because it's not that different than some of the other books that I've read with this trope. But you know what I think the real difference maker is? These are two nice people who have no antagonism towards each other. I understand that with an accidental pregnancy novel, it's for some reason author's instinct to make it like an enemies to lovers thing. Oh shit, like what's the worst thing that could possibly happen between two people who don't like each other and have slept together? To have a baby, and then they have to work through their feelings. Like, I get it, but I like this because it doesn't feel as high stakes, but in a good way. It doesn't feel like everything is weighing on these two getting along. It's like they already got along, and if they happen to enter into a romantic relationship, how cool would that be for their child? But like, it's not a big deal. I like that. I don't know. For some reason, it makes it like a better formula. And normally I like high stakes and tension, but I don't think I like that in an accidental pregnancy context, which I wouldn't have known had I not picked up this book, and also because I just typically don't pick up accidental pregnancy novels. So you know what, having a good time. I'm having a good time. I'm gonna try to finish this tonight. I think I'd like to read something else as well. Maybe I'll finish Divine Rivals in this vlog. I'm not entirely sure, but I do want to just follow whatever is exciting me, and I think this is the first book in a long time that I've picked up just because I want to read it. I've read it, or like I'm in the process of reading it, but you know what I mean? Like, I just like respect myself more. Fuck. Is that the problem? Like, me going off on how this main character like respects herself, and like I think that's really what I need to start doing is respecting myself. I'm getting there. I finally downloaded the book that my therapist recommended to me, so maybe I'll start in on that today too. Look at me, self-care queen. Ate dinner at home. I'm thinking about my mental health. Look at me go. I will probably talk to y'all tomorrow. I don't know if I will like get any closet reorganization on camera. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, I love a b-roll moment. Not everybody does, but it's like, is that gonna be interesting? You seeing me hang up sweatshirts? We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't really have any big Friday plans, if anyone's curious. My sister is going to be out of town, which kind of sucks. And that means that I'm stuck with Hayden. We'll see. We'll see what I can convince him to do. The fact that he's probably editing this vlog. Oh, that'll never not get weird. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. This angle is giving boobs, you know? And here's the thing, I've got boobs. I'm not really trying to show them off most of the time. I don't know where my other tripod is, so. Hi, happy Friday. I just got back from Pilates / my adventures. There's someone's trying to get in here. Two little peanuts trying to break in while mom films. Okay. Y'all have fun, but try not to be menaces. I went to Pilates, and now I am back. About to start sprints, actually. It's like 4:30, almost 5, actually. Did pop into Marshall's and Bath & Body Works, so I was just gonna do a mini haul for you. Haven't read much. I am still at like the 50-ish% mark, out on a limb, but that's what I'm gonna be reading during sprints, so hopefully after that I will have things to tell you. I also desperately need to start Throne of Glass today because Hayden and I are doing the DBBC, which he is going to edit. That's gonna be his first editing project, so like, how exciting. Today's pretty good. I've done a lot of nothing, but I think that's been good for my mental health. So give me go. Okay, first up, Marshalls. I've been plagued recently because I am, shall we say, not super pleased with how I look / my body. Have been wearing oversized sweatshirts and t-shirts all day, every day for the past like 2 years. There was a brief reprieve in there right before the wedding where I was feeling hot and sexy, and that kind of went away. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with wearing oversized t-shirts and sweatshirts, but I do have figure under those things, and I need to just embrace that figure, and I need to wear real clothes sometimes, okay? That was sort of my thinking when I went into Marshall's. Not that these things are like super form-fitting, but just having some like real clothes that I actually enjoy important, and so I'm trying to slowly like rebuild my wardrobe and like figure out what I like, and I think that's hard because I don't really know what my style is at this point. I know what I'm attracted to and what I'm drawn to style-wise, but it doesn't really align with my lifestyle. I like very formal things. I don't have a formal lifestyle, so anyway. I don't know, I'm giving you all this preamble, but I just thought I'd share some things, right? First up is this little cardigan. I have a cardigan that's very similar to this. Not an oversized cardigan, it's like more of a fitted style with like the little buttons. I feel like this is a little bit more on the Gen Z side of things, which I kind of like. Smaller fitted cardis are like more Gen Z than millennial. I thought this was cute. I have a cream one similar to this from Abercrombie that I wore a lot the past 2 years. Like a little bit less cropped and a little bit less fitted, but I like it. I think she's cute. I'll probably wear like a tank or something under this. I do need to like step up my tank game. I feel like I don't really have any tanks or camis that I'm super into, but this was only, oh god, like $14.99 I think. Yeah. Other thing I got was from Miss Jessica Simpson, who coincidentally I was listening to yesterday in the car with Hayden. Y'all are so funny. Hi. Do you need a kiss? Cropped like color block sweater thing. It's like very loose weave, so I don't think this is going to be like warm, which is what I wanted. I wanted something that felt kind of like transitional for fall, which for me means I'll be able to wear this in November. But she's cute. I like it. She's cropped. I don't have anything really like this in my current wardrobe. It's in my color palette that I like for fall. Again with the cream, and then I like these purchases. This one was I think like, yeah, $16.99, which both reasonably priced. I'm happy with that. They both feel pretty good quality. Now let's talk about the Bath & Body Works, right? They were running a $13.95 3-wick candle sale, and you know I had to partake in that. I only got 4. I held myself back. I restrained myself. I have also recently purchased candles from Bath & Body Works, so that's actually why I was restraining myself. Classic. I got leaves. This is what fall smells like. Apple, cinnamon, and clove. It's sweet without being too sweet. It smells like what fall should smell like. You have not purchased this candle before? I don't know what you're doing. Treat yourself. It's amazing. Old, reliable. But the other 3 I got I don't think I've purchased before. Next up is Palo Santo, which has Palo Santo wood, warm amber, soft musk. This smells like marshmallow fireside without the marshmallow. It's very like smoky, woodsy, delightful. It's not too incensey though. Also kind of smells like perfume. It's really nice. I really like this one. I think Hayden has one of these kinds of candles in his office right now. Got spiced pumpkin and patchouli. Here's the thing. I like a good fall scent. I like things that have pumpkin and cinnamon and spices, but I don't like anything that's too gourmand. Like I don't want my house to smell like buttered popcorn. That's just not really my thing. Or salted caramel. It's too strong, you know? So this is nice because it's got pumpkin, patchouli, and cinnamon sugar. It is sweet, but it's not overwhelmingly sweet. This smells like what Halloween night should smell like. Incredible. 10 out of 10. Really love. I got salted amber and vetiver, which has amber, orange flower, and vetiver. Smells a little bit like clean laundry. It also kind of smells like a really nice fresh perfume without being so floral that it gives you a headache. Yeah, this is a very unique one, which is why I got it, because I don't know, I like candles that don't smell like every other candle out there. I feel like there's a couple of scent profiles with candles that every line of candle seems to do, and that's not a bad thing, but I like things that feel a little bit more niche, unique, fancy, and the salted amber and vetiver kind of smells fancy to me. So I've got a bash behind me. I've got my spread of things that I've purchased in front of me, and I'm feeling good. I am ready to read some book. I'm gonna go, I'm gonna change, I'll be back. Hayden and I are gonna grab dinner, I believe, after the sprints, so I'll take you along with us for that. So, see you in a minute. We just had McDonald's. Hello. Happy Saturday.
Hello.
I don't know. I just wanted to pop in because I didn't update you yesterday. I said that I would, but I didn't read anything or do anything of note, so there really wasn't anything to say. And you know what? Still the case, but just thought we'd say hey. We're doing our little Saturday morning breakfast thing. It has kind of become a thing. I mean, let's be real. I get breakfast like a lot anyway, but like Saturday.
I normally don't eat breakfast. The last week, I have been making my breakfast basically every day. I think I didn't make it one day.
I guess that's an update for you. Hayden makes breakfast.
I make breakfast now. Offered it to you many times, and you haven't taken me up on it. And honestly,
does it make you want to cry?
Yeah, I'm a little bit offended. I'm a little torn up by it that you haven't even wanted to try it.
I'll try it at some point. I don't know. For some reason, the past few mornings, I just have not been in the mood for like sausage and egg. It just seems like a lot. A tea sounds nice, especially since it's been like pumpkin spice. I'll try her. I will try her at some point.
The chai tea ice cream at Amy's was pretty good last night.
Oh yeah, we had ice cream yesterday. We got food and we got ice cream, and I brought my camera, but it was getting dark too early because we had sprints at 5, and by we I mean me and my patron.
It was not early.
When we got food?
Oh yeah, it was like 8:45 by the time we would have been ready to film.
No, I know, so I'm saying it's
dark
outside. I should have turned this camera on earlier because Hayden had some just really brilliant thoughts. Well, I brought up to Hayden, I wonder if Taylor Swift eats McDonald's. You know, like I just wonder if there's any celebrity out there that's just like really glamorous and beautiful that just like has fucking McMuffin habit, you know? And Hayden brought up that Donald Trump does, and then I was just thinking, how come McDonald's and Donald Trump haven't collabed on like a Trump meal, you know?
Yeah, on like the McDonald Trump
meal.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think it would be?
I think we both know why they haven't collabed, but...
Do we? Do you think he would turn it down?
No, I think McDonald's doesn't want to politically align themselves. I don't...
He's a piece of shit. So,
yeah, that's...
We're 100% out because Hayden needed to get food for RP. RP has like special food because he's got a special tummy.
It's not his tummy. He gets rashes. He's got allergies. He gets like sores all over his body. You've seen him.
Oh, I thought that was from the grass.
We thought that it might be from the grass, but it's probably from the food. Yeah, it's
it
gotten
went
a
away
lot
because
better.
of the food?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I did notice that he's...
Well, I mean, the first time it went away because they
rash-free,
gave him
but-
a lot of meds. It came back. They were like, well, maybe we should try a food. Can't really stop him from going outside completely, so might as well try switching the food. If that didn't work, then we know that it's environment.
I think that's a long fucking way to just say that the food worked.
Well, we think the food worked.
I don't have a rash anymore. I would say the food worked.
Yeah, but he's also not, like, running around in the grass, because all the grass is dead.
I will say, I think having pets does prepare you for having children. I was just thinking about this the other day. Actually, I thought about it twice today. One, when I had to wash Pepper's poopy ass for the second day in a row. I don't know what's up with him, because he hasn't changed foods or anything. The allergy-prone dog, his food, and it's like, I think this is what parenthood's like. Like, if we have, like, a problem kid...
Except for that will be, like, constant and all-consuming.
Yeah, well, don't make it sound unfun. We're signing up for this.
A problem kid?
I'm about to inject myself with needles for our problem kid.
Yeah, we will have a problem kid,
No,
that's
we
for
won't.
sure. To society. To, like, humanity at large.
I do think it prepares you. And I actually saw a very interesting TikTok recently. It was something to the effect of, I think something that parents don't consider when they go to have children is what happens if your child is nothing like you and you don't like your child. Like, you don't share any common interests. They like stuff that you actually hate, not smart or attractive.
And, like, uncool and unfunny.
In that case, would you still love them? And I really think that pets is a great fucking example, especially cats, because the thing about cats is that they don't give a shit about you.
Yeah, like
they don't
Trout.
care to impress you. The thing about dogs is, like, they want to impress you for the most part. Like, they
Well,
want to, well, not
Unless they're RP.
yeah. They, like, want to please you. Cats don't give a fuck, and they have their own personalities, and some of which you're gonna, like, gel with, and some of which you're gonna have to, like, learn to love. And I, you know, have noticed that with our cats. Like, the kittens, they have amazing little personalities. The big cats, I love the fuck out of them, but they're both, like, a little bit different. They're not, like, cuddly, lovey, you know?
I mean, cats aren't. I would say most cats aren't. Just you hit the lotto with the first one, and then that's what you
wow.
think cats are.
No, I think every cat is very different. What I'm saying is that, like, some cats are gonna be vibey, and then other cats, you're gonna have to learn how to vibe with them and vibe on their level. Trout, I love him so much, but he doesn't want to cuddle. He doesn't like any of the things I like to do. All he wants to do is eat food and play.
Honestly,
that requires a lot of effort from me. But
the-
you know what? I'm learning to meet him where he's
What
at.
you just said is exactly how I feel about you.
I like to eat and play.
You don't like any of the things I like. You don't like to cuddle and love, but all you like to do is eat and play. So I've had to learn how to vibe with you, you know?
Exactly. I mean, I guess it's like any human relationship, but I think...
Yeah, but it was just specifically those things. It's like your relationship with Trout, now you understand how I feel.
Oh, okay. I think it has been informative, and I think it does help prep you for a kid because, you know, you don't know if you're gonna like your kid.
Because we're next to a McDonald's.
Yeah.
Looked over and the person next to us had a McMuffin in their hand.
Uh-huh.
But for some reason, I thought it was a ham and cheese sandwich. The bread looked like Wonder Bread. Like, it looked regular sliced bread to me for some reason. And I was like, why is this person parked here eating a sandwich at, 10:50 in the morning?
I think we gotta look inside ourselves for that answer. What are we doing?
Hey, I wanted to go to Wingstop. I was asking the question, when does Wingstop open? I haven't been in a long time, but I like Wingstop. But the reason I haven't gone is because every time, if you go in, anywhere near like a lunch or dinner time, yeah, we'll take your order, but it's gonna be like a 2-hour wait until you get some wings. So I was thinking, what if you went like immediately when Wingstop opened? That's probably gotta be smallest wait time.
Nothing says
But-
breakfast like an 8-piece buffalo wing.
Chandler wouldn't let me, so she likes to kill my dreams.
Fun sucker.
Dream killer. Also, love food and play.
Hello friends, welcome to the pits of hell. Not actually, but sort of. Like, this has been driving me fucking nuts for like a couple of weeks at this point. I stole a bunch of hangers from my everyday clothing to bring upstairs to put all the merch on, and then I just never really brought stuff back down. Also this bun, wow. The bun and the outfit, everything is just really great today. Happy Sunday, if I didn't already say that. I'm gonna be organizing things. I've decided that I no longer want to have my sweatshirts in a drawer, mostly just because that's what I wear every day. Most of the stuff over here I don't actually wear frequently. It's like long dresses, coats. I mean, come on, it's 100 fucking degrees in Texas. I don't need my long coats out here. So I'm figuring I can bring all of this stuff upstairs purse and put it in my guest room closet and grab it as needed. Instead, I'm going to be putting sweatshirts right here, and then over here will be actual clothing. A sweatshirt isn't clothing, but you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna time lapse you. I really need to get this done because it's been stressing me out. I have a stack of sweatshirts on my dresser and I'm just overwhelmed. I feel like I can talk more about my emotional state and just like thoughts and feelings tomorrow. Today is not that day. Today I just want to get shit done. I also need to edit the DVBC today. Haden started editing it yesterday and he did a great job, but he's slow because, you know, he just started. And so yeah, I need to get this shit done. Let's get this shit done. Let's time lapse it. Let's have some fun. Let's make it cute in here.
Tell me, babe, where are you going? Prairie wind goes on blowing. Tumbleweed shadow, I'm tied to you. Tell me, babe, what are we gonna do? 'Cause you got me in the backspin, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it. In the light, I had a vision. In the dark, a premonition. You took my dreams and now I'm bound to you. Tell me, babe, what are we gonna do? 'Cause you got me in a backspin, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it. 'Cause you got me in a backspin, spinning and I can't tell where to get the magic. I just gotta have it.
That's so dramatic.
It's just me. Why am I saying you're not here?
Because I got a haircut and I don't want to show them my haircut yet.
Oh, yeah. This is just me giving y'all an update because Chandler got a haircut and she doesn't want to show y'all yet until, I guess, the next vlog. Is that when they'll see it? Who knows? I know Chandler said at the end of the last clip that she was going to talk to y'all some about mental health, but she's not going to do that. But long story short, she is feeling a bit less mentally ill, bruv, which is good. Instead of talking about mental health, what I will talk to you guys about is Out on a Limb, because I read that book. I did not. Chandler read that book, and she gave me some notes to say about it. Out on a Limb was really good. She enjoyed it a lot. She gave it 5 stars. That's a lot of stars, especially when it's out of 5. She liked it a lot. She said it's a really good book for fall if you're into that sort of thing. One of the things she really liked about it was that there's no third act breakup, which I totally understand. I feel that too. I can relate. Twins. It's almost like I read this book. That's how I feel. Yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I will probably be editing this one, which is great because I love myself on camera. This is going live tomorrow. Well, got everything that I just said. Well, hold on, stop laughing. I gotta give the closing clip.
Me just having to hug the fucking door so I'm not first.
Okay.
Thanks so much for watching. Love y'all so much. Until next time.
I know, I'm trying, okay? Alright, so thank y'all so much for watching this week's vlog, and love you so much. Thanks, goodbye, until next time.